Okay, here we go. Quick video of this property for you, Beth. Um, right. So, right off the bat, obviously there's a lot of stuff in here. I would say, first things first, you would want to build in a contingency that everything gets ripped out of here. So we're just gonna, you would want to put in here that it's a moving company would have to be hired by the sellers to take all this stuff out, because I don't see anything in here that you want at all. So first and foremost, the floor is in really rough shape pretty much everywhere. I wouldn't keep any of that. So you have to know that you're going to be doing new flooring throughout the entire place. So you can spec that out as you see fit, but as you can see, you got old linoleum. It's all cracked and nasty. So flooring's definitely one of them. All of the light fixtures, you're going to be estimating light fixtures on everything. You're going to want to replace pretty much everything in here from top to bottom. You got to think of it as brand spanking new. The wood paneling, maybe leave no trim anywhere. Just a lot of dirt in here in general. So here's a bedroom here right on the left. As you can see, the floor is just kind of disastrous. No real light fixtures. I don't know what kind of wiring they're working with in here. One of the things that I did notice is that the windows are all in really rough shape too. So you have to imagine, probably to make this place, good to go for weather purposes, and if you want to use it in the wintertime or whatever, even during the fall. It's just really old windows. I don't even know if they shut or open, for that matter. I mean, obviously these are shut, but I mean, are they functional? Do they open and shut? So some of them have handles, some of them don't, but they are ancient and highly, highly inefficient. Over here, it looks like there were some windows installed relatively recently. When I say recently, I mean maybe within the last 15 years or so. Maybe a couple broke. So, again, a lot of these interior features here just need to be ripped out, and you got to put new stuff in here. In general, you can see looking into the kitchen, that's a complete disaster. One thing that is important to know is that there will be a certain amount of engineering work as far as getting this camp level and supported correctly, because the entire thing, probably hard to tell from the video, but underfoot is sloped. There's a slope over there. There's a slope coming from here to here. It's kind of like the entire center of the camp is there's a slope coming down to the middle here. So the camp needs to be jacked up, leveled out. The bottom supports on the camp should be investigated, but it's definitely nothing in here is level in any capacity. So that's a huge consideration too. Furthermore, the ceiling as well, not just the floor, the ceiling is in pretty rough shape. So my guess is you'd probably want to rip all this out and just put drywall up there. We'll just continue on here into this kind of dining space. The general layout of the camp is pretty sweet as a whole. You're going to need a new heating unit too. I mean, this thing is just ancient. Whether or not it works is, who knows. But you're probably going to want to update that to a more efficient heating unit too. So as you can see all this trash in here, I mean, if the sellers don't really care enough to move it out, or even maybe they're not involved anymore, I'm not sure what the backstory is, but who's going to be responsible for taking care of this? Well, you want to write into your offer that whoever owns the house right now needs to hire a company to come in and completely gut this place. So, yeah. So this is obviously, somewhat of a concern. I'm not sure if this was water damage related. We'll take a look at the roof. later on. Looks like this whole panel is just kind of patched with some sort of makeshift thing. So, all right, so another bedroom in here. It's actually a nice space. Again, you've got ceilings with nails, never covered up. Just looks real shabby. This wood paneling can stay. There's definitely, you see down there, there's absolutely no trim whatsoever. Floor needs to go. Underneath it, you've got some sort of, I don't know, I think that's just subfloor. Maybe that's just a seam there of just subfloor, but just little things here and there. Again, the windows, this thing doesn't even open. So my guess is this camp is so out of whack level-wise that the shifting of everything over time just has probably made all these windows inoperable. As you can see with these windows, these kind of open up this way, not like up and down. Again, we got broken windows, and this is held together by, the screwdriver. So in addition to replacing all the interior stuff, probably walls, ceiling, floor, I would add in there a lot of money to replace the windows. All right. So this is a complete gut and rehaul job, in my opinion, to be absolutely honest with you. I would strip it down to the studs for the most part, would be the plan. So we'll go into the kitchen. So this is where it kind of gets, pretty nasty in here. Again, you've got a screwdriver holding that door shut. The floor has all sorts of damage, which I presume would be related to water at some point. This doesn't even open. My guess is that throughout this process, given the condition of the sink and the countertop, that this entire sink needs to go, replumb it with a new one. So again, you're falling under the lines of, tearing it down entirely to the studs pretty much. Damage up here as well. Just the shifting of things over time. And you probably can't tell in here, but this is like walking on a slope going down this way. So you definitely have some sort of engineering problem down underneath. So there we go. Just going to close that. Okay, so don't want to beat a dead horse, but the condition of the things that are in here that should be like a working plumbing feature, it's so poor and it's so dirty that for something like this, I would just get it out. Don't even bother. Interesting plumbing job. There was some work done at some point in time here, putting this PEX in, but your shower components are directly exposed in the back of the shower. Same deal. I'd recommend just ripping the whole shower out and redoing the bathroom entirely. So this has just got to go, period. All right, Beth. Well, bottom line is it's a nice space. And you have to look at this with a really optimistic point of view. But at the end of the day, it's the interior of this place is, you're going to want to kind of start from scratch. It's not something you can move in and chip away at over time here. It's, you're going to want to tear it down and build it back up, basically, as a big project. So that's pretty much everything. It is a beautiful spot, all in all. Great layout in the camp. I presume all this is insulated well enough, but it's really nice. But in its current state, it needs a lot of work. And I think one of your biggest expenses, roof, the pillar foundation or whatever it's on, windows, and obviously all your interior stuff in here, your flooring and walls and that. But that's it.